It's your boy. I'm Chris the Don One, and I am back with another video. Rate, comment, subscribe. Please hit the notification bell. You already subscribed to me. You might as well hit that notification bell so you'll know when my next video or live stream goes down. The super chat feature is now enabled. If you want to hook a brother up with a donation or two, you can do so. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. Isaiah Thomas seems he can't stop throwing shade at his former team, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, last week, Isaiah Thomas got traded to the LA Lakers, and once he was traded to the LA Lakers, it was a rocky start. First, he basically got he told reporters that yes, he's traded to the Los Angeles Lakers, but he's going in there as a starter. He's coming from the mentality of a starter. He has to show these GMs as well as Magic Johnson that he's an elite point guard and he's chasing that big time contract. Isaiah Thomas throughout his NBA career never had one big contract. Okay, so that's what he's fighting and battling, as well as what reports are surfacing out of the Cleveland Cavaliers camp that Jay Crowder, Dwayne Wade, and yes, even Isaiah Thomas were very vocal, and they basically were throwing negativity in the Cleveland Cavaliers locker room. They presented a environment that wasn't a winning type of formula type of environment. All right. They're voicing their concerns and their frustrations over the season. Now, we'll talk about Dwayne Wade in just a second. But Isaiah Thomas said, quote, like holding him back. And the Cleveland Cavaliers really didn't embrace Isaiah Thomas as an offensive threat in the offensive lineup, in the offensive role, right? They basically, instead of tweaking and twerking the system that they have installed with the Cleveland Cavaliers on an offensive side of things, basically they imported Isaiah Thomas in this lineup and didn't make a certain type of, I wouldn't say restrictions, but try to modify it so where even Isaiah Thomas can flourish in this offense. Now, Isaiah Thomas' first game as a Los Angeles Laker, I believe he had like 23 points. And he basically said, I'm back, and this proves without a shadow of a doubt the Cleveland Cavaliers didn't have a lot of faith in me. And he's also battling the recent comments that LeBron James said that the reason why those guys got traded because of their athleticism, there was a veteran bunch, and their IQ, basically implying that his new teammates are a lot smarter than his older teammates. All right. He also said that his new teammates can do have more avenues in their game that they can utilize, as far as LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers, which I stated last week when they made this trade, how versatile this new lineup is. When you throw them out on the floor, they can defend all types of positions. They're more younger, they're more athletic, they're more hungrier. They don't necessarily have to demand the ball a lot. They're not a bunch of ISO players, which that's what the old roster was with Isaiah Thomas and Dwayne Wade. Those guys are ISO players, and they're one-dimensional players. And when you stop them from being an ISO player, then there's nothing else they can utilize in their arsenal. All right. Dwayne Wade is getting up there in age. All right. He's not the same player he was when The Heat were contending for championships when LeBron James went there. He's no longer that guy anymore. Isaiah Thomas, due to injury, struggled because of coming back from an injury, a significant injury, particularly for a smaller player, for that player to get somewhat healthy. He's not fully healthy. I don't think he's 80% healthy, but with this new roster, with the Los Angeles Lakers, it's not a lot of pressure there. Plus, the offense kind of works in the behalf of Isaiah Thomas' talent. Isaiah Thomas is a catch and shoot type of player. He likes to run down the court. He can make those open shots, those non-contested shots, quite good. Isaiah Thomas' problem is he can't beat anybody off the dribble due to his injury. All right. Now, Magic Johnson stated that he's going to be the starting point guard, and when Lonzo Ball comes back, they're going to figure out a way to have both on the same court. I don't see that unless you're going to let Isaiah Thomas ball athletic and taller than Isaiah Thomas, but we'll have to wait and see on that. I don't see how that's going to work. As well as Magic Johnson said in the offseason, they're going to really consider whether or not to assign Isaiah Thomas to a contract. He didn't say max contract, but he did say contract, right? That's the key word. So Isaiah Thomas is battling a lot of demons. He has to prove to the league that he is one of the elite players in the NBA. He has to prove that. And I feel like in the offseason, the road is going to be very rough for Isaiah Thomas. I don't see Isaiah Thomas landing any type of big type of deals until Paul George is situated and settled, and as well as the other crop of free agencies. And if there's still some money left over, maybe a team will sign Isaiah Thomas, not to a max contract, but it's going to be a decent contract that Isaiah Thomas can save face to. The possibility of him re-signing to the LA Lakers, I don't see that. But he's continuing to throw shade at the Cleveland Cavaliers because of what the organization and LeBron James have said and spoken to the media about Isaiah Thomas. All right, basically in a nutshell, saying Isaiah Thomas is not a we guy; he's an I guy. All right, he was one of those. Remember what Tyrone Lue said in an interview a while back, saying we are players with a lot of agendas. Isaiah Thomas was one of those players. All right, but it is what it is. Hopefully, Isaiah Thomas is going to flourish in this offense. I see him flourishing very well in the Los Angeles Lakers offense. And that offense is not going to require him to emphasize a lot on defense. That's what even makes it even a better situation for Isaiah Thomas. As far as Isaiah Thomas and and battling all of what the Cleveland Cavaliers brass and LeBron James have said, Isaiah Thomas is going to have to do his best talking on the court. He's going to have to let his skill do his talking. So no matter what Isaiah Thomas says, he still has to prove it on the court, right? And he has an opportunity to do that. He has a very good opportunity of doing that. All right. So, all being equal, LeBron is going to continue this campaign of he tried to make it work with these with his older roster. It's just it just never materialized. But the reason why the Cleveland Cavaliers, that older roster as well as LeBron James, wasn't clicking, because everyone had their own agendas and everybody was opinionated. All right. And that's what you get with a veteran ball club. Jay Crowder, Dwayne Wade, Derrick Rose, IT, those type of players are not just going to casually sit back and let people utilize their name for why they're not successful. All right. And those are guys that are, they think in the mentality of an ISO type of player. All right. But it is what it is, guys. Tell me what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe. It's your boy. I'm Chris the Don One, and I am out.